All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit.
Here, I prepared this for you. It turned out well. It has a taste that is sublime.
Yes, well, I'll look forward to that then. You should go back to Origin.
Yes.
Of course. Jackals. If outlaws were to come back to life as animals, this is what they'd be. We shouldn't stay here too long. Yeah, so me and you then. We shouldn't stay here too long.
No. No. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy.
Yeah, I'm on it. So, that creature's down to me. take care of this one.
Too easy.
Oh, fuck. I suppose I'll have to deal with this. So, that creature's down to me, is it? You know, it's places like this that almost make you forget what a shitbag of a planet you live on. Oh, fuck. I suppose I'll have to deal with this one.
Jax. Commander Jax. If someone had told me you would turn up here, I wouldn't have believed it. I heard you were dead.
They tried to execute me. I got lucky.
Disgraced, but not dead. An exile. Now the great commander stands before me. How times change. So what can one Alb rebel do for another?
I need your support.
And why should we help you?
It seems like we're on the same side, Sestak. The Alps from Zakor tried to kill me. What do they think of you?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Isn't the fact that they want us both dead enough reason for us to help each other out?
No, that's not enough. Nobody has forgotten your loyalty to the hybrid. You would have done anything in his name. I should kill you here and now, in case you decided to rediscover your loyalty to him.
You idiots should talk before drawing your weapons.
Withdrawing from Elex has left you emotional, Jax. That emotion only proves how worthless he would be as an ally.
Your narrow-mindedness is the reason you won't succeed. You're thinking like Albs, but you lack their strength.
Speak then, Jax. I will give you 3 chances to persuade us, before we decide your fate.
Calyx tried to execute me.
And yet here you are alive. Hardly convincing.
You are fighting the Alexiters. They are my enemy too. Someone from Zakor ordered my execution. Can't you see that our fight is aligned?
Yes. Our struggle is not with the Alb people, only with their leaders. The things the Albs stood for, the true vision of our people, these things have been pushed aside since the hybrid appointed the Alexiters. And you were their most faithful servant. You saw to it that the hybrid's word stood above all. You and your brother Calyx worked together to kill all who stood in the hybrid's way. How can I believe you have rejected all that past loyalty?
You are dependent on Elex. I am not. You can learn from that. You are still tied to Zakor while you take Elex. Even now, you are taking on a fight only because of your addiction. Elex weakens you.
Elex strengthens us physically and mentally, while your emotions weaken you.
My experience as an Alb commander can help you defeat the Alb sent after you.
They know you as well as you know them. That could be a weakness, and your knowledge of their orders is weeks old. It is useless. Your arguments have failed to persuade me, but I will give you the chance to prove your value where words have failed.
And why would you do that?
Your survival without Elex, away from Zakor, is remarkable. You have lasted far longer than I could have imagined. That makes me curious as to how you have mastered the power of emotions and navigated the world of the free people. It makes me wonder what you will do next.
Judicator Olbert is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Albs in Ignadon.
No. My place is here. This role is not for me. You must find another for this task.
I found the thief who stole my armor.
So you have recovered your equipment?
No, he had sold it on.
Then it seems that your ties to Zakor are being cut. You will have to use the equipment you can get from the free people. That is good progress. But there are still some things to take care of. Come back when you have more to report.
I want to get my power back. The power I had as an Alb.
Of course you do. You were once the most powerful field commander in Zakor. But as the Elex has drained from your body, so is your power. You will have to find other ways to acquire strength. You cannot reverse that process now. You have changed, Jax. You must accept that change.
The free people face destruction at the hands of the Albs.
And they are now your only chance of survival. You must learn their skills and perfect them if you or they are to survive. I think your fate is now tied to theirs.
Which faction do you think is most effective?
They each have their own strengths and abilities. The Berserkers are powerful mages. but they use antiquated weapons and reject most technology. The outlaws are experts with old-world projectile weapons. They have fewer rules and a freer life. If it is technology you seek, then that can only really be found in the hands of the clerics. But no faction will teach you their skills unless you can show that you agree with their way of life, that you are willing to join them.
Where can I go to improve my weapons and armor?
Try the cities of the free people, or search the ruins of the old world. Whatever you do, you will need to improve the standard of your equipment if you are going to fight the Albs and Edan.
Sounds like you could really use that armor I took from you, huh? Sorry about that. I'm feeling pretty bad about that right now.
The past is done. We must look forward to the future. I came to enlist your help, not that of the free people.
And I am helping you. Now you must do your part.
What you mean is you don't trust me.
No, not enough to risk the survival of my people on that trust. Maybe that will change one day, but until then you must be satisfied with this alliance as it is.
I will find Calyx.
Calyx is the greatest threat left in Zakor after the hybrid. His attempt to execute you, if that is what it was, shows he will stop at nothing to see the hybrid's will is done.
That makes him the big threat to you separatists.
That is true. They say he has taken your place, and now leads the Alb armies into battle.
Then we should fight him together.
Your quest for revenge. It feels like an emotional need.
And so what? That doesn't change the facts.
Revenge clouds the mind. But whatever the facts, it is still too early for us to attack the Alexiters directly. And if they find you, then they will kill you. I suggest you stop the Alexiters discovering your resurrection. Your raider crashed in Edan. If the Albs there find someone who has seen you alive, then word of your survival may reach Zakor. You should kill those Albs before they can tell anyone in Zakor that you are still alive.
You think Zakor doesn't know I'm alive?
We have yet to hear any intel that indicates that they have learned of your survival.
You want me to kill my old comrades?
How many deaths do you have on your hands? Why should it matter that they are Albs instead of the free people? What does it matter whether you are killing to fulfill the directive, or to stop it?
I thought your fight was with the Alexiters, not the foot soldiers of Zakor.
Believe me, I don't like the thought of killing Albs who have not had the chance to think about the truth. But the troops in Edan are not only capable of reporting your presence, but ours too. They threaten our existence.
Meaning, you want me to take care of your business.
You want our help. We want you to prove you share our interests. This will achieve both our aims.
Very well. Where can I find the Albs in Edan?
They are monitoring the converter in Edan. Someday Zakor hopes to reclaim it. I will send the coordinates to your adjutor.
I've killed the Albs in Edan.
So I have heard. It seems you are willing to fight against Zakor.
You did well, Jax. The cleric's attack has been pushed back. We are preparing our counterattack.
Save your troops for the converters. We must secure the Elex supply.
I will see that is done. Why do they do it, Jax? Can't they see these attacks are hopeless?
Emotions make animals of men. Don't try to understand them. I think the time is drawing near, Calyx. I think the hybrid will soon take us to the next level of evolution.
The hybrid sees all. The hybrid will be served. His is the future.
But then you and Calyx never were the squeamish sort.
Killing those few soldiers took brute force. We'll need a more strategic approach to deal with the forces in Zakor.
That is true. But you have shown a measure of the skills that will be required if you are to achieve your goals. What else do you have to report?
The changes in me are having other effects. I'm having visions.
What have you seen?
I'm not sure. I think they were visions from my past.
What have you learned from them?
Learned? Nothing. The visions have only given me more questions.
That may be so for now, but do not dismiss them. It may be that they have answers to offer you.
What is causing them?
I don't know for sure. There are many stories of Albs who have had visions as their bodies fought against Elex withdrawal. They say that it was something similar that gave the hybrid his first visions, but who knows? All there is around the hybrid are stories, few facts. But perhaps these visions will help you to learn who you really are, now that Zakor has lost its power over you.
Perhaps.
That is good progress. But there are still some things to take care of. Come back when you have more to report.
What goods have you got? that didn't work. I'm in. No. Too easy. Too easy. I don't have the technical skills for this. I need more technical knowledge. Maybe there's a technician with the Separatists. I don't have the tech... How do you justify targeting your fellow Albs?
We don't celebrate these deaths. They are sacrifices to a greater cause. You know the Albs and Zakor aren't free. They are blinded by the words of the Alexiters. Their minds are controlled by the hybrid. We separatists will see that influence broken. We will bring all Albs back to the true purpose and meaning of the directive. All Albs, including you. The Albs are about more than serving the hybrid and his need to consume all Elex. We broke with the clerics to follow logic instead of religion, to achieve the next step in evolution. The logic of this still holds. We must return to our true purpose.
And if I won't join you in your quest?
Then you will die.
The highest goal of the directive is to deliver all Elex to Zakor.
That is what they say. But what do they use that Elex for? What were we working to achieve? You know better than I what Elex can do and what risks it carries. With their synthetic implants and all the Elex they have taken, the Alexiters have lost the ability to see things clearly. The will of the hybrid is all that they know. The Albs will be free to evolve again once the Alexiters have been removed.
Weakening the Albs means that the freed people will come to power.
We have our agents and scouts all over Magallan. As soon as one of the other factions could endanger our purpose, we shall move to stop them.
You really believe this raptor shit? You think that you can change things?
Our numbers are growing, and we have become very effective in the way we operate. In your time as commander, you proved that effective action could be taken without needing large numbers of troops. That was important to you.
How are you planning to weaken the Albs?
Our first step must be to shut down the converters.
That is madness. You aren't strong enough to fight Zakor.
And it must be us who does it. We must lead the process that stops the Alexiters. You should be a part of this, Jax.
The converters must be silenced.
This is the control code that will stop the Elex extraction program. It will stop a converter from operating. But the code has to be uploaded directly into the central computer of each converter. We will start with this one here, in southern Abessa.
How do I get access to the converter's central computer?
You will need to access the converter's control center. That is always located in the upper area of the extraction tower.
What can you tell me about the defenses there?
Many of the units stationed there have been rotated out in the last few weeks. Our intel is reporting that they have been replaced by combat mechs, drones, and mutants.
Really? I mean, shit.
The survival of our people.
I think we had better be careful here.
The converter in southern Abessa has been shut down.
That is a blow struck against the hybrid. Whatever he needs the Elex for, you just cut off one of his major supplies. I would expect Zakor is already planning a response. We will prepare for the Ice Palace's attack.
What about the other converters?
They are your business. You know how to deactivate them, and that each one shut down will weaken Zakor. We will prepare to hold their forces when they retaliate. I would say that ending the flow of Elex into Zakor would be strategically beneficial, but you must decide that for yourself. That is good progress, but there are still some things to take care of. Come back when you have more to report. The survival of our people.
It's been a while. Maybe no one will recognize me.
Yes, I'd heard.
Well, I've investigated, and it seems he was given just cause. He was set up.
Have you spoken to Angram?
Angram was behind it.
About my support. I have news from the other regions.
Oh? What is it?
I met Thorgal in Abessa.
You did? And what news? Is he well? Is the World Heart established?
The World Heart is being well cared for. Thorgal has been defending it from attacks by the Alps.
I take it there were losses. Regrettable, but these days that is quite normal. In any case, thank you for this report. Take this as payment.
Do you think the Berserkers can stop the Alps from conquering Edan?
The Berserkers raised Edan from wasteland to forest. This is our home, and we will hold it.
I heard you had taken heavy losses.
War takes its toll. The clerics fought us, the outlaws have raided us, and now we must face the Alps. But the Berserkers' roots run deep into the ground here. And we have something to fight for. With magic, with self-belief and hard steel, we have returned as many dead Alps to Zakor as they have left Berserkers dead and dying here. Cormag, Angram, and myself will see the Berserkers stand firm. Talk to Angram if you want to know more.
Judicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Alps in Ignadon.
We don't have enough good people ourselves, without supplying them to fight for the clerics. Ulbricht will have to risk his own people.
Where can I buy armor like yours?
Ha! You can't simply buy a warlord's armor. You don't even have the rank of a cultivator, let alone that of a warrior. And you want warlord's armor?
Why not?
Slow down, friend. First prove to me that you would be a good cultivator. So, make yourself useful in the city, and we can talk about better armor for you. He wants to play politics at a time like this. We have Alps pounding at a...
What the?
are you doing here?
Don't do that again.
You should leave? Yes, just go.
Not
What are
now.
you doing here? Yes, just go. What are you doing here? You think you can get away with that?
What would happen if everyone did that?
What the hell were you thinking?
Why are you trying to sneak around? What are you doing here? Yes, just go.
What do you think you're doing?
You know technology is forbidden by law here.
You'd better get rid of that technology.
But what can be done that the war...
Goliath. Yeah, I've been here before. I might have taken a few things and done a little questionable trading. Let's hope they have short memories.
Stop, thief! You think you're gonna get away with stealing from here?
I'm not stealing anything.
Our laws are clear. Any Elex technology should be given over to the pit, and it stays there. And did he also tell you our laws? He was testing you. He told you the laws, then sent you a test to see if you would...
So, you have broken our laws. Our laws are clear. Any Elex technology should be given to the pit. Do you have anything to say in your defense? The world is full of people who treat words as breath. If you join us here, your words must... Find a berserker called Rogar in the Valley of the Damned. But if you intend to spend time here in Go... Thank...
Do not do that again.
Curiosity can get
Put that technology away.
You are not permitted to be here.